Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hunt in Our Supernatural Watch Along episode. I am Ryan, and as always, I am joined by Kieran
Hello.
and Ali.
Oh,
And today we are discussing season 1, episode 12, Faith, um, which initially aired on the 9th of April, 2006. And scored a whopping 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb. The
I can see why.
synopsis. Yep. The synopsis on IMDb. After Dean is fatally injured on a case, Sam thinks he's found a cure in a preacher who performs miracles. However, after they discover these miracles are not as holy as advertised, the brothers race to stop them before another innocent life is sacrificed. The episode was directed by Alan Croker and it was written by Sarah Gamble and Rial Tucker. As always, the show stars Jared Padalecki as Sam Winchester, Jensen Ackles as Dean Winchester, and guest stars Julie Benz, who you may know from her role as Darla on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or her role in Dexter as Rita, or her role in Rambo 4 as the chick in Rambo 4, or other stuff she's been in. It also has Rebecca Jensen, Kevin McNulty as Reverend Roy Lee Grange, and Gillian Barber as uh, Julie Benz's mother. Um, and can't remember. Did I see Rebecca Jenkins?
Yes.
I
Yes.
did.
Even-
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, as the synopsis mentioned, this show actually, this episode actually opens on a hunt, and it's the first episode that at least I can think of that's opened during a hunt instead of them, something happening and them finding out. So they are hunting some kind of creature,
A rawhead.
a rawhead. Okay. Um, and during said hunt, Dean electrocutes the creature with a taser. Very powerful taser from the looks of it. Uh, however, he's in water and electrocutes himself at the same time, causing what is referred to as a massive heart attack. Um, and he's told he only has weeks left to live. Now, over and above this, this also counts as a successful hunt for Dean. So it takes Dean up to 6 creatures killed.
We're,
Sam
we're classing
remains
that
on
as
2.
successful.
Did he kill the creature?
He also killed himself.
Okay, so we'll give him 7 kills instead of 6. No.
Sacrifice himself.
So Dean is on 6 kills and Sam is on 2. But once again, I think very early on, we're getting a real glimpse into Dean's character because he is absolutely the type of guy that will electrocute himself first and ask questions later, which may or may not be for the better. But that's kind of our recurring thing with Dean going through all 15 seasons. It's the kind of guy he is, and he has been set up that way very early on. Kieran, you were going to say something about this.
Yeah. I mean, so I feel like Sam should get like half a point here, as Sam did save the two kids. Not only that, it was Sam's taser that killed the monster. Christine shot and missed. So, I'm just saying that there needs to be an assist point or something.
I
Yeah.
mean, when if you look at basketball, when someone does an alley oop, right?
They
Only the
get the
person who
assist.
actually dunks gets the point, though. But yeah, they
But
do get the
still
assist.
goes to their statistics.
But
Everybody cares about assists.
here's
Yeah.
the thing: the other brother always gets the assist, right?
Oh,
If
oh,
if Dean's got 6 kills, Sam's got 6 assists. If
well,
Sam's got 2 kills, Dean's got 2 assists. It's
disagree.
just a given.
No one got an assist last episode when they killed Devonner.
They
Well,
both got an assist.
for holding the fire. Disagree.
So,
Disagree. Uh,
anyway, Doesn't change anything. Dean's on 6, Sam's on 2. So anyway, with this news that Dean only has weeks to live, not ideal for a 26-year-old, Sam starts to look into ways he can save his brother. And they find out about a faith healer. So they visit him, Reverend Roy. Dean is reluctant, to say the least,
Certainly is.
but is called on stage. And Roy places his hand on Dean's head, and Dean kind of drops to his knees, briefly loses consciousness, potentially. And when he comes to, he sees something standing next to the Reverend. Something being an old man in a suit. But his heart condition is gone. He does find out in hospital, however, when he's been tested, that a similar young man, approximately 27-year-old, had just died from his heart giving out. That causes Dean to want to look into things a bit more, and he gets the story from Roy about how Roy came and became a healer. Roy had cancer that caused him to go blind, and when he got better, found he could heal people. And he also talks to Layla and finds that she is also ill and has been hoping to get healed for Roy for a little while. Kieran, what do you think about these two stories? Is it
I like it. I think Dean's interactions with the faith healer community is quite good. I like that he makes comments essentially insinuating that a faith healer would be a charlatan only after people's money. And obviously Roy hears it because he's blind, better hearing, and there's a bit banter, which is why he gets brought up on stage. So I think that's good. Julia Benz as an actress is phenomenal. She's great in most things she's in. This is no exception. She's, you feel sympathy for her when you find out, she's got brain cancer and going to die. And, her and Dean's relationship and interactions are really well done, really well written.
And if you'd like to see more of us talking about Julie Benz, potentially after we've done 15 seasons of Supernatural, we could do Buffy. Well, that's down the line if there ever was one. Okay. Sam continues to research, and we find out that every time someone has been healed, someone else dies of the ailment said person was healed from.
This is where we get to the best scene in the episode.
This is where we get to the best music.
Yeah.
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah,
by
DLC.
Blue Oyster Cult.
So I did, for the audience, I watched this episode on Blu-ray and on Prime.
Okay, so you went and double checked it.
I did. There is no Blue Oyster Cult on Prime.
What?
Because fuck my life. It is the best scene. Death chasing a woman through the woods and Don't Fear the Reaper comes on. It is iconic. It's probably one of the most iconic scenes of season 1.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's running. She's
terrified.
Yeah. She's terrified.
She goes from jogging to running.
And death is just the
relentless.
Reaper, Reaper. Because we find out that it is in fact a Reaper that is after her, not the Reaper, not the Angel of Death, but they make clear that there are Reapers
multiple
lores, multiple mythologies, and this is a Reaper. So we get her running, and this tune comes on. So what music was on?
On Prime, I was that egregiously shocked that I could not even tell you. It came on, and I was like, and I'm done.
Ali, you transferred
to Blu-ray.
What episodes did you start watching on Blu-ray? It's just a couple of episodes ago.
I just recently opened the seal and started with episode 7 now.
Oh, by the way, I meant to say to you in your message, you messaged me or messaged us once you opened the Blu-ray box set because you had started on Amazon, and
Yes.
you used the phrase "broken the seal," and I'm like, for this show, that is such a poignant phrase that you have no idea right now, but "broken the seal" could not be more apt for
She wait
for this
until all the
show.
other seasons.
So,
Or
but anyway, yes. So sorry. What episode did you start watching on Blu-ray? What was your last episode on Prime?
so it was episode 6. So as you asked in previous episodes, am I loving the nostalgic tunes? And as we're talking about it, the nostalgic tunes are not on
They're
Prime.
on it.
Only enough, Prime have done the exact same thing to other shows as well.
It's crazy.
The show that I'm not allowed to mention at the moment, they've done it to that as well. But yeah, it's going to be interesting and cool for me to watch going forward on Blu-ray of what nostalgias they're going to throw in the episodes. So,
I can't imagine how different the show would be as well without the music, because the music is such a
part of it,
pivotal
yeah.
part of the show. It
Yeah.
really is.
I mean, it's exemplified in the pilot where, they go on the road trip to
Excuse me.
The Woman in White,
Yeah.
and Sam even makes a comment that Dean essentially listens to
about
all
the-
his
about
dad's
the-
music.
Yeah.
And that's, that's what we're meant to be listening to. We're meant to be listening
Soundtrack
classic rock from the
Yeah,
60s.
also,
You're
the
meant to be
80s,
listening
yeah.
to the music they're listening to in the car. It's
Yeah.
it's supposed to be, you're supposed to feel like you're on this road trip with them.
Yeah.
And on that note, that is actually flagged up a mistake I've been making as host of this for 12 episodes. So I will make sure to be more on top of that. But I really should pay more attention to what cities and states and things like that they're in, because the road trip is such a fundamental aspect of the
a
show.
map.
So
Yeah,
So
where
from-
it's essentially drawing a map.
Yeah, they
so
were in
from
Iowa.
going
last
forward, yeah.
episode.
So from
Kansas.
going forward, we'll make more of an effort to actually to mention where they're at.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah, we find out that the Reaper is being controlled via magic. We soon find out that it is they believe it is Roy controlling the Reaper, and they believe he has the Reaper targeting people they perceive to be sinners. Roy finally chooses Layla to heal. However, Dean ruins it for them to save the life of someone protesting. And the police threaten to put the fear of God into him, which you can see Dean takes very, very seriously. He was clearly very worried by it. However, it's found out that Sue-Ann is in fact, controlling the Reaper, Roy's wife, and not Roy himself. When they go back, Sue-Ann locked Sam in the basement, and the Reaper is sent after Dean. However, Sam is able to intervene in time, break Sue-Ann's cross, and the Reaper takes Sue-Ann. And Sam gets the hunter's point for this one. So Dean is now at 6, and Sam is now at 3. The episode then ends with Dean and Layla having a bit of a chat.
It's
Kieran's
like-
unsure about the scoring on this one.
I mean, surely Sue-Ann gets the point.
Sam defeated Sue-Ann.
No, she ripped her cross off and smashed it, and Sam was like, "Oh, probably shouldn't have done that."
Sam wins. Sam got the job done. He saved Dean's life. He stopped Sue-Ann. It's
Just
Don't
save
complain
the day.
about me not giving Sam points, and then when I give Sam a point,
I just want people to get points when they're duly deserved points. I don't want people to get points when they're not deserving points. Oh, and a participation trophies.
But anyway, that is how that episode went. Yeah, ended with Dean and Layla having a conversation, and Layla being surprisingly optimistic for someone who did not manage to get healed. But with all that being said, Ali, where would you put a Reaper?
I don't know, because he was essentially a sub character, wasn't he? I don't know. That's a hard one. Where do you put a sub character?
What do you mean by a sub character?
So I know he was a sub character, but I think it was because he didn't say anything. I think that's what sort of shot it down for me. So I'm gonna have him in C.
Okay, where in C tier would you put him?
On low
Low C tier. Okay.
C tier.
Kieran, where would you put the Reaper?
I mean, Reaper is high B tier.
High B tier.
Yeah.
Above Woman in White?
Above Woman in White, in my opinion, yeah.
So, kind of going between the two of yous, that would probably even out about there, right? Just from what you two have said. I would put the Reaper here if it was me. I would put him in between these two. However, that probably averages about high B tier. So Keaton's probably gets it. That
In the
probably
aggregate, I like it.
yeah, probably works that way. Because I think realistically, I think that's fair. I mean, I do think he's more high B tier, but I think this guy should be B tier as well. So anyway, like we said, we will sort that as we go. Ali,
Yeah.
what would you rate this episode out of 10?
Well, certainly as one of the characters, for it kind of hit home for me for personal reasons that you two both know. So, it's I'm gonna give it like the last episode. I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Solid 8. Ethan, what would you score this episode out of 10?
So I really like this episode. I think the music is fantastic. It's probably one of the most memorable episodes of Supernatural, in my opinion. Not the best. It's just one of the ones I remember the most, and I've probably seen it more than episodes in the latter seasons. Probably give it 8.7, maybe 8.8.
Okay. 8 point,
Aye.
which I think I said was, let me check, actually the IMDb rating, 8.7. You're agreeing with IMDb. So good job. I would give it an 8 out of 10, this one. I do really like it. I don't think it's quite as good. If I didn't watch it back to back with the previous episode, I might rate it higher. But I think the previous episode was so good that, if I watched them separate, I might rate this one 8.5. Because the previous one I'm like is a definite 9 out of 10.
Fair enough.
It's but that's just because we've had a couple of really good episodes on the trot, which was needed after Bugs.
Yeah.
A couple of bangers, as they say.
Well,
yeah.
actually,
So-
fun bit trivia with this episode. The actor that plays Roy LaGrange is actually another, peace character in season 10. So
Is it?
Swag.
Yeah, because I have noticed on IMDb that actors do return. Just
Yeah, that happens a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of shows in general. Like, if you watch
Well,
Buffy,
if you
there's a
remember
few guy
yes,
actors who appear in Buffy as multiple roles in Star Trek, and
Yeah.
lots of
Star
different
Trek
things.
was famous for it.
Yeah.
Luke was the judge as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there's characters who will appear in all of these shows. I think it's just
Yeah.
because they're like, yeah, I can go for that bit. They'll just put different makeup on me, or do this or do that, or whatever. Even in Smallville, it did. The guy who played Jimmy Olsen not also play a villain in an earlier season.
No, it was actually his twin brother.
It was his
Yeah.
twin brother.
He
Okay,
was
there
his
you
twin
go.
brother, and that twin brother went on to become Iceman in the early X-Men films. So
All right, fair.
And then Jimmy Olsen became Lamplighter in The Boys.
that's right. That's right.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. And that episode that we're talking about for the twin brother, he played the dick of a dad, the preacher in this. The actor's name, say his name for me.
Well,
I
the
don't
Grind.
know.
Yeah, but he was a dick of a dad in that episode, as we've just talked about the twin brother as well. It's I need to do this is another channel that I need to do for that show.
Anyway, on that note, that is all from us this week. So let us know what you thought about the episode in the comments. Let us know your rating of it and what you thought about the Reaper. And join us on the hunt next week when we discuss Route 666. And until then, take care. Bye for now.
Cheers.